Hey everybody, Ryan here again with Cirque Running. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're coming back at you from the city of San Diego in the town of Ramona, about to run back up Mount Woodson. Now if you've been following us for a little bit, you'll know that we already put out a Mount Woodson video that was coming from the lakeside over in Poway. Today we're going to be doing a variation from the town of Ramona to the summit of Mount Woodson along the Fry-Koegel trail. Mike Fry and Norman Koegel actually looked to establish this trail, I believe it was back in 1994, when they realized that they wanted to connect Ramona to the summit of Mount Woodson and put a trail in here. So today we'll be running that Fry-Koegel trail along the northern flanks of Woodson up to the summit, and then we're actually going to end it by doing a loop and going down the service road that's the most commonly hiked and run road to get to the summit of Woodson and get up to Potato Chip Rock. So definitely looking forward to doing a new trail I've never done. I probably run Woodson and literally at least anywhere from 500 to 1,000 times. It's definitely the local trail that I love running here in San Diego and live very close by to. So, and today we'll be looking at about, I want to say the round trip will be around 5 to 6 miles, maybe, with about 1,600 feet of elevation gain. So not quite as long as going from the lake, which is 2,000 feet of gain and about 7.5 miles round trip. So yeah, either way, looking forward to doing this new trail, the Fry-Koegel here in Ramona in the city of San Diego, up to the top of Mount Woodson. Let's go get it. All right, so almost a mile in, a little under that, you'll come to your first kind of like junction you want to look out for. Pretty self-explanatory how to get here first, but make sure to download the GPX route just to make sure you're on track. There are a couple little areas you can get turned around at, but 1 mile in, look for this. As some of you may know, I've heard in other videos, we do own and operate Golden State Guiding, which is a California-based guide service for climbing, backcountry skiing, snowboarding, all that good stuff. So if you're a climber, you would know that Mount Woodson is littered with hundreds of climbs. Really, really good. The whole old Yosemite Guard used to come down here back in the day in the off season, climb down here. So it's definitely got a lot of history, Woodson itself. But yeah, I've never been on this trail. I've already come across some really killer climbs. You can see this bolted route. I'm not sure, I'm guessing maybe it's Dragon's Tail or Dragon's Back that I've heard about here. Maybe not, I'm totally wrong, we'll find out. But tons of climbs. out here. I mean, literally hundreds. So this is right off the trail. Just a little bit of history. Woodson's got it. About 2 miles in, maybe a little less, you'll come to this junction. You go left or right. Either one actually connects to the main Poway trail, if I'm not mistaken. If you go left, it's the old Fry-Koegel trail. Pretty cool staircase. I'll take you straight up. I'll cut some distance off, or you can take and remain going straight and go right. It'll still connect you to the same trail, I believe. It's just going to give you a little more mileage and probably a little bit more elevation gain. So I think for today's purposes, we're going to go right, but just know either one of these trails should get you up to the main trail to take you up to Potato Chip Rock and the summit of Mount Woodson. We made it to the Lake Poway trail connector. If you were to go right, you actually go down towards Lake Poway, which is kind of a more full 7+ mile, 2,000 foot gain route. If you continue straight, kind of left here, that's going to take you up to the summit of Woodson. Right now we're talking about 2.6 to 2.75 miles, depending on where you start. So really cool section of the trail. And now the running gets really fun as we get onto the ridge towards summit. Alright, so like we said, there was a split earlier. Could have gone left up old Fry-Koegel, or gone right, stay on the same trail and just add a little distance. So from our last little cross junction there, it wasn't even like 1/8 of a mile or so, so pretty close. But you can see the other trail right here. So any variation will do. Potato Chip Rock, almost the summit of Mount Woodson. That's the true summit. true summit of Woodson. All right, we're on the actual true summit of Woodson, just above Potato Chip Rock here. About 4 miles to get here, and we're almost at 1,600 feet, so pretty much right on the money. It's all down from here, and we'll be on the service road that's paved. It's definitely the most common way to hike up to the top of Potato Chip Rock, and definitely worth doing. That whole thing's about 3 miles round trip and about 1,000 feet of elevation gain, but all on a paved road. So give you a little glimpse of that. All right, Fry-Koegel to Potato Chip Rock and Mount Woodson. Done. All right, we just wrapped up our run of Mount Woodson and Potato Chip Rock via the Fry-Koegel connector from Ramona going over into Poway. So yeah, like we said, pretty much right on the money. I mean, a little over 6 miles, probably closer to 6 miles with all the filming, almost 1,600 feet of elevation gain. So, you know, quite comparable to coming up from the Poway side from the lake. The connector itself, the Fry-Koegel trail, was really, really cool. Everything I had read online had talked about a lot of shade too. That was definitely true. So if it's a hotter time of year and you're thinking of going up Woodson to see Potato Chip Rock or whatever it might be, this is definitely a very cool variation due to all the shade. I mean, the entire northern flank and aspect of Woodson was basically in shade until you got up to the Poway Lake connector trail that takes you to the ridge over to the summit. So definitely hats off to Mike Fry and Norman Koegel for putting this together all the way back in the 90s. You know, also a big shout out to the Poway Trails Committee and the committee up here in Ramona for just, you know, really establishing some really cool trails up here in North County, San Diego. So yeah, if you haven't done it, I definitely highly recommend coming out here and doing the Fry-Koegel trail connector up to the top of Woodson. And like I keep on saying, if you're enjoying these videos, please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please make sure to subscribe to our Substack channel. Drop us a line, say hi. Love hearing from you guys, and we'll see you out on the trail next time. Come get it.